Hello, my name is Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and today we're gonna have some fun because we've got ourselves a Cornerstone. This is a 2017 Entegra Cornerstone 45B as in Bravo, and this thing is a stunner. It's got the nice, I think it's called Champion Blue finish, and what a coach. Entegra has made one heck of a name for themselves, and the Cornerstone is the perfect way to show that. So let's get started. Here at RV Max, we like to keep ourselves a nice stock of beautiful motor coaches, such as this one right here. Now this particular coach came from a very good place, and it only has about 29,000 miles. Very well taken care of. The coach smells good. It's just ready to go. It's very inviting, and it has one heck of a presence too. We've got 6 halo lights with our high beam, low beam, and fog lights all in here. We've got these accent lights around them. The Entegra badge lights up behind this chrome piece. And then we've got a huge one-piece wraparound windshield with smoked amber lights up top for our marker lights. Now, all LED, of course. I like the extra marker lights here on the mirrors. These are beautiful Ramco mirrors with built-in cameras. They're in excellent shape, no oxidation or anything like that. They're amazing. Now we've got big, bad 365 size tires on this coach. They're beasts. And on top of that, we've got a 20,000 pound front axle weight rating on this coach with independent front suspension. So really nice front axle and suspension setup on this coach. Now this does have the Spartan K3 with that legendary X bridge that's welded into the frame, and then incredibly thick insulation under that tile floor, which gives you more noise and vibration suppression when you're going down the road. Now the front actually slides out. So this first compartment here, we've got a bunch of pop-out fuses, which are nice. They're breaker fuses. This is for your Firefly system. Now there is a switch here that you press, and you've got to have the ignition on, and the front generator will pop out the front. So it's got an air slide, and then it reveals your big 12.5 Onan quiet diesel generator, which only has about 600 or 700 hours on it. It's nothing. These generators never get used as much as they're made to be used. Now I love all the compartments, and this compartment here is pretty much just utilities, and yet they still finished all of this out in thick carpeting. There's more of that to come. Now these side marker lights are gorgeous. They've got LEDs that shine back as you would with proper docking lights, and then there's these little half ringlets of LEDs in the front of them, so you can see coming down the road from the front, illuminate a little bit and just give it more of a look. Now here's our dual fillable 150 gallon diesel fuel tank, and then our first storage compartment behind the driver axle, the driver wheel I should say. So this storage compartment is not full pass-through, but it is full carpeted. We've got one heck of a thick seal set up around these doors. I also quite like the hinges. So the hinges are easily adjustable, and then the latch mechanisms are also very easily adjustable. It's a mechanic's dream. And that is a vibe that I get throughout this whole motor coach, is practicality with design. Not only the engineering bits, but also some of the luxury bits. Now this is our first Easy Glide electric slide tray, fully carpeted. So you just hit this button and it beautifully slides itself out. So these can take 1,000 pounds of weight, and being full pass-through lets you access it with ease, and it can go out on both sides too. Now if you sit down here, you can observe some of the extra bridging down here in the chassis. So that is some of the extra metal that Entegra is adding here. So it's really good to see extra bracing there. We also have easy access to our slide motors. And this brings me to another topic, because right here is my slide motor, or one of them, for this slide out. So all of the slides use a simple, tried and true slide design that I've always loved about Entegra. There's no reason to make a slide out overly complicated. Sometimes there is if you're trying to do really fancy stuff, and that's cool. But for most people, I think a more simple design really is where you'd rather be for using this bus over and over and over and over and over again. But that's just the pros and cons and the beauty of being able to choose in the free market. But let's continue. So this right here is our second pass-through storage compartment. So you hit this button right here and this sucker will slide right out for you, just like the first one. Look how clean that carpet is. There's no stains. There's no burn marks. It just looks really clean. Now we've got our Dirt Devil Central back there up on the right here. You can see right on that, mounted right on that carpeted wall. And between the chassis rails in this compartment up there is where the two inverters are. Now this is another utilities bay, so we've got a couple things in here. We've got our AquaHot 450D, so continuous hot water, great furnace heat, and this thing is a solid model with a Webasto burner in it. So this is one of the good ones. We've also got our water filter up there. Looks like a nice bypass valve setup. Pretty easy to get to this AquaHot too. We've got our 50 amp power cord reel here on an electric reel, and then we've got a surge guard protector built into our automatic transfer switch. Yeah, straightforward, convenient, not much to talk about. It's clean. There's no stains in here from people spilling boiler fluid, putting it in there. That's nice. Yeah, just a clean looking compartment. I like the extra sealing around our overflow for the AquaHot, and you're gonna notice my little paper towel for when I roll in this cable. Just gonna shut this. Now this coach has a built-in macerator pump. It's also got push-button electric valves. You can check your tanks from out here. You can fill up your fresh tank using your hose, which is on an electric reel. So you press release and it'll come right out. Press retract and it goes right back in. I also quite enjoy the location for our filtered water in the kitchen. You can easily get to it right here without having to get water all over your cabinet in the coach. You can change it out here where it's okay to get things wet. And then you got your whole coach filter over there on the left. I also like that hose that we've got on the outside shower. It's very useful with the little squirter end. You can check your tanks from out here, and you can pull this back here to get to some of the stuff a little easier. So let me open it up. As you can see, you can easily get to your electric valves there for the dumps. You've got access to your macerator pump there. You also have this convenient drain. So this whole area is made to get wet, which is nice. And then you also have a drain. So it's sealed right now. You push it, and it's kind of like a bath drain. You gotta play with it, and then it'll release and pop up, and then it'll drain out of there. And then you just push it down, and it seals. So instead of the old school way of people just drill holes through there, you've got a nice little setup there to drain your water. So that's nice. So we've got nice valves. I love those electric valves because if the electric bit ever breaks, you can easily take that off and just operate them as normal manual valves. So it's not all internalized like some of the old school push button ones. Also have your water pump over there and low point drains. Oh, one last thing. You know, I didn't realize I was going to spend this much time on this wet bay, but this is a really nicely done wet bay. It may not look as glamorous and shiny. You open it up and it's like, okay, but things are really well labeled. They're also very practical. And here's another example of that. So you got your electric reel, but you can easily just disconnect it and have a regular connection for your city water connection. Genius. Some people don't like these drills. They want to use another hose or whatever the case may be. So that is very thoughtful. All right. Maybe wondering that is your AquaHot exhaust pipe. It's stainless tip, which is nice. And then here's your actual dump part. You may have been wondering where you actually dump. So this is your hose. It's built-in macerator, long hose. It'll come out. So I love the separation of that from this compartment. I don't know why, I just do. And then here's our second docking light. Now these tires back here are 315 80s, and we do have a passive steer axle on our tag axle. So this thing will turn well, and it's got the auto dump too for when you put it in reverse. Now I love the fact that they gave us those beautiful LED accent lights all down our Girard boxes on this side of the coach. So at night, you've got the symmetrical look with all the accent lights. You've also got accent lights underneath the slides and accent lights underneath the coach. So this thing is like a light show at night, and it's so satisfying. Now the back of this thing, so we've got a big 605 15-liter ISX Cummins. This thing's bad to the bone, all right? The 17 model, we've got single overhead cam, nice design, so much torque, 4,000 series Allison, and get this, a 20,000 pound towing capacity. This thing can tow 20K pounds. We've got one serious hitch down there, and we've got the drivetrain and drive quality to back it up. I'm sure this thing is just begging for you to put a stacker back here. Or heck, flat to an F350. Who cares? You can do it. I've got all LED taillights here, which look menacing. This thing looks like it was straight out of an Alien movie. I freaking love it. We've got this big chrome Entegra light badge that lights up in the chrome, just like the front, except the backlighting on this Entegra is red. We've got our air intake up there on the right, so you get a better quality air for your motor. But then the other side, you've got the body style to match it, so it's a little more symmetrical. Now this also has a total vision camera. So the total vision camera is unlike your normal backup camera. This thing can swivel and do everything like if you were dreaming and you could have a camera swivel. That's what this thing does. It goes way over to the left. You can see like all the way over here in your corner. Now we also have an extra little fiberglass piece here that protrudes over the total vision, which is quite nice. It gives you a little protection from the rain and stuff like that. And I love the body style of this coach. Got a big fiberglass piece up there. God, it's just a gorgeous coach. Now I've got LED docking lights down here too, which get super bright. And this is perfect for hooking up at night because it's right down here at hitch level. Oh, and this exhaust pipe. I'm trying not to talk too much about this coach. I can feel myself getting really excited. This thing is really sweet. It's an enthusiast's dream. But look at this exhaust pipe. Looks like a copper piece. It's not actually copper, but it's got a bit of a design to it. It looks nice. Now, around here, we've got our chassis service center. So we've got our air dryer cartridge, we've got our fuel filter, as well as 2 starting batteries right there. We've also got our nice DEF tank, which the DEF tank is dual fillable. I also have this nice little small door to quickly access our DEF, which is nice. All around the coach, you're going to notice these sensors. This coach has a suite of safety features and sensors around the coach. And I can't wait to show you all those driving features that come with this coach. It's really well equipped as far as technology in the driving department. Now, this coach does have passive steer as mentioned, and we've also got all disc brakes. So every wheel on this coach has a disc brake, no drummies. Docking light here. This is a tank bay. I love that they added a little extra storage here, even though this is just a tank bay. We've also got a gravity fill here, a nice little slot so you can see how much is in your fresh tank and just eyeball it. And it's all carpeted beautifully. Now here we've got storage and cutoffs. We've also got an access port for our central vac. So you've got an extra access port down here in the compartments, which is quite nice. You can easily detail this thing and not have to break out a whole vacuum. It's just built in. All carpeted. We've also got, these are all heated. They're thermostatically controlled, so you can take this thing to Alaska. Again, these are electric slide trays, so they will come out on this side. And then you've got a Dometic refrigerator on a slide tray. And just, again, observe how clean the carpeting, the metal, everything is. Got a little storage compartment here for a sewer hose. It looks like it's never been used. You can put an extra one there, forget about it. until you need it in an emergency or something. Now this right here is our big outside TV. We've got a beautiful Samsung TV, outside radio, additional speakers, Bluetooth built in, and I love this little carbon look on this plastic here. Look quite nice. We also have another cable port here, so this just gives you another place where you can hook up an additional TV out here. Oh yeah, and this thing comes out on a big swivel, so you can angle it however you'd like and set it just right. Now we do have two massive Girard awnings that cover the length of this side of the coach. They of course have built-in LED accent lights. We've also got a Girard entrance awning with LED lights, and then all around the coach, we do have window awnings. I like that we have manual window awnings. They're just simple. Now, the outside paint is so nice. It's accented by a nice Summit Chrome package that goes along the bottom of the coach. And it's just an absolute stunning machine to look at, because at night you've got the underlights, you've got the slide out underlights, you got all the stuff. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what this thing is like with the slides closed. Now I've got the solid big fold out entrance step. It's not just the typical entrance step. We do have beautiful entrance step lights. So we've got these accent lights that go around. They're built in the stone, so they kind of have this cool marbling effect. And then the Entegra, again, in chrome, has the same thing going on. It's like a stone back there where the LED lights are, so you have like a marbling effect with the white. Super nice. Got your flip-flop storage. Actually, that's a little deeper. You could probably put more, like Vans. These shoes would fit in there. A lot of shoes would fit in here. All stone, rubber matting here. And yeah, let's take a step inside. So the seats are in great shape. There's no peeling or anything like that. But they do have kind of like a distressed look about them. And yeah, they're not peeling or cracking or anything like that. So lots of space when you walk in here. That's one thing I want you to notice. As you come in here, look at this. Right? I can walk around pretty good. We've got this custom, nice, plush little mat. I shouldn't even put my shoes on this. I should take my shoes off down there, but oh well. Yeah, so let's step back here. Look at the space. So, you know, this stuff you can put away. We've just got it temporarily here to move the slides in and out. This is your tightest point right here. It's this table meeting the couch. But you know, it is what it is. It's not too bad. The kitchen is very usable. Very usable. Absolutely, I can get this fridge completely open. Completely open. Okay, I can use all this. Here's my half bath. Okay, yeah. Wow, that door can go all the way open because of the unique kind of hallway of this floor plan. So this is wonderful. The tight point is between the couch and the dining table. And then I can get to my bed here. So, not bad, you know, and if you want to, all you would have to do is maybe just put out this slide. And if you're putting out this slide, heck, you could put out this slide too while you're at it. And you're set. You're very comfortable. But even if you just put out this slide, you've still got good space. You can use everything in this coach without having to crawl over anything. But yeah, this is great. Again, only squeeze point is right here. Okay, it's got one bad squeeze point, but literally the rest of it is plentiful as far as space. Plenty of space for people to be sitting here. Again, this wouldn't have to be sitting here. And then plenty of space to cook and all that stuff. Get to the refrigerator. This is actually well endowed as far as interior space on a coach of this caliber. Now, let's open the slides. And the way you do that is through the touchscreen. So come on over here. You go right up here on the coach. You find where your slide out controls are and you press extend. All right, slides deployed now. So we've got the slides deployed. We've got our couch extended out. So this is full camp mode right here. You're set up to enjoy the coach. And this floor plan is really unique with the way this whole thing is set up. It really feels like there's a lot of texture to the floor plan as you walk through the coach. And things are laid out well. The texture is not just there just to add depth and interesting style to the coach. It adds practicality too, such as this big old L couch. This thing is huge. It's super comfy. It's very nicely covered in this beautiful leather, which, by the way, in the camera sometimes looks like it's wearing, but it's not wear. It's the design of this leather. It's a super cool finish. We've got these nice little matching footstools. And then this spot right here, you've actually got a recliner. So you just pull that and it kicks right out. Yeah, it does a good job as a recliner. So you can sit here right across from your beautiful entertainment center, which the entertainment center has a big Samsung Smart TV up top, and it's set on this beautiful countertop here. These are custom, I think they're quartz. They may be quartz. I don't know exactly what type of material this is, but they've got a lot of, like, a bit of dazzle in them and a lot of interesting stone with a bunch of accent lights underneath them. So anyways, entertainment center is gorgeous. We've got a nice fireplace down there, which you can set the temperature. It'll give you heat. Use the campground's power, baby, not your own. And it just adds to the ambiance. Woodwork is gorgeous, and then you wouldn't even know it. This you can drop down for access to your Bluetooth, Bose system, as well as your DVD player, all that stuff. But also on the end caps, these pull out for mini shelves. You wouldn't even know it. Super secret, slick space to insert some pantry shelves or just sliding shelves. I love that. Absolutely love that. Just making the most of it. I also like these little accent pieces, so both sides have it. The other side is right next to the couch, so it acts as like a little place to keep your drink or whatnot. And on this side, it's just decorative, but it makes it symmetrical and also adds a little bit to the coach. Along with so many beautiful cabinet pieces throughout the coach. I mean, all this etching design, awesome. All LED lights in here. And we also have this big LED decorative piece up in the ceiling. So lots of nice woodwork. It's just the style they nailed. And then they've got this beautiful LED backlit piece up here. It's just beautiful because it's not only an accent light, but the way they've done it, it's adding this dispersed light throughout the coach. It's not directly in your eye. It's just this nice, like, it almost feels and looks like they've got this sort of semi-opaque skylight in the coach. That's what these feel like. And to me, perfect. All right, so dining table. Dining table is right here, as you can see, plenty of space. These chairs are more comfortable than they look. They have a nice little ergonomic give to them in the back. Accent lights here, nice setup, really nice. Now this will extend, and then you've got two fold-out chairs, so you can easily seat 4 people here. And then you also have really nice windows in this coach. So of course I'm looking behind the camera person, which is a great view for me, including the beautiful panoramic windshield and all the windows back there. But I also have large windows back here. So I've got a big window here, which is an emergency window. And then behind that couch is also our gargantuan window. So the coach is really nice to hang out in. Not only are the finishes super nice, but you get a great view out of the coach. And then with that accent lighting going on in the ceiling that makes it look like a sunlight, it's just perfect. It's really perfect. It's a perfect meeting point between lots of finished manufactured materials that are really nice and natural things such as sunlight and your surroundings. Now the tile is something else that I think adds texture to the floor plan. So we've got this big rectangle designer piece that has these amazing mosaic tiles with just, there's probably at least 1,000 little tiny bricks that make up these mosaics. So there's one big rectangle here that kind of sets the galley kitchen space apart. And then you also have another nice rectangle right up here in the living space. So same thing, I just feel like it kind of, in my mind, sets apart the living space and the kitchen space. And they're just so nice too, with all these little extra bricks and delicious. The rest of the tile is this gorgeous white tile. It's like a cream white with this light gray blue marbling effect in the background. The tiling is stunning, and it's crazy because it just flows perfectly with the rest of this interior design. Now here's our kitchen. Big kitchen, gorgeous countertops, extension here, Lots of storage, very depthful drawers. The accent lighting is stunning. There's more mosaic tile backsplashing. We've got a built-in soap dispenser, built-in filtered water, true induction designer induction stovetop, and then a nice Whirlpool convection microwave oven. Oh, and I almost forgot. We've got a dishwasher down here behind these beautiful cabinets. I absolutely love these cabinets. The detail in the trim work on them is awesome. So here we are. Nice big dishwasher. They even managed to give us a drawer under there. How many coaches have a faux cabinet under this? Most, I would say. And it's not the end of the world, but it's so nice seeing this extra space. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this, including making a nice towel rack. There's all kinds of drawers here. And check out the layers to this. So this is a remote control, by the way, for the dishwasher. But you've got this first top layer. And then you've got this second layer. So all these cabinets feel so nice when you open and close them, and close with a niceness. Now over here we've got our big pantry. So those are all adjustable shelves. Lots of storage space. And I love this galley. Because this pantry truly feels like part of the galley. It's right here, just to the right of your countertop. In fact, it's perfect because you can get things out and set them right here on this little space. There's also outlets right here too, so if you have like a machine in here or something, you can pull it out and just plop it right there and plug it in. So that's nice. Anyways, great floor plan as far as the galley and living. We do have our household refrigerator right here. There's a tiny little dent in it. Comes free of charge. But huge. Oh, look at that. We're also giving free water bottles. How generous. How generous. So yeah, big Samsung household refrigerator. This floor plan just rocks. The amount of space and just the practicality of this floor plan. It not only dazzles your eyes, but when you're using it, it's like, In this kitchen, what a dedicated kitchen feel and a dedicated living room feel. And then they still managed to give us a nice, private, huge half bath. So you imagine everybody's hanging in the living room. This got a good bit of depth kind of around the corner. You know, it feels just, I mean, as much as you can in an RV anyways. But there's a ton of space here. Big elongated porcelain toilet. Huge space around me. Pretty sizable, pretty sizable countertop for a half bath. All the storage here. You know, they didn't skimp at all on any of the fit and finish. And they were still generous with how much space they're giving to the half bath. So you feel special as a guest. You don't feel like you were an afterthought in your little half bath like this. I'm just kidding. Anyways. Okay, let's step out of here. Temperature sensor. And here's our bedroom. Big bedroom. Replacing our daylight accent lighting. We've got a solid wood piece with ceiling fan. Big king size bed. Beautiful countertops on each side. Accent lighting on the countertops or under the countertops. And also under those countertops, you got a little bit of storage and some outlets so you can plug your stuff in. There's a nice headboard. Windows on each side so you can wake up and get your view out of the coach or get some daylight. There's big storage up above here. Perfect spot to keep all the bedding and whatnot. Now this bed is not just any bed. This has two individual zero gravity beds that are combined to make your king bed. So you've got two different remote controls. And so you can hit the remote control and make the back of your bed pop up. You can make the foot of the bed pop up, or you can make both pop up. There's also a convenient flat button, which some of these don't have. This is nice. So you just hit that button and it goes straight back down to flat. That is one heck of a bed. Now, another little thoughtful thing that Kaya pointed out to me is, you know, they still wanted to give you these big, beautiful accent pieces around the windows, but they made sure to slope these inwards so you've still got more space here on the bed. That was very thoughtful of them. Nice little subtle feature. There's also, because Kaya asked me for, as a challenge to figure out what details she had pointed out, the detail I pointed out is there's a good bit of space on the side of the bed, so it's a little easier to make the bed than some other coaches where that mattress is just stuffed up in the slide out. So that's another nice little thing. And then especially with that zero gravity bed, heck, you can make that back pop up, and that would make it much easier to get your, new bed linings on. Now we also have this huge pocket door here. beautiful pocket door. You know, I love this frosted dual pane glass it's got. Really solid feel. Love it. Feels set off from the rest of the coach. Now, we've got another smart TV here, Bose soundbar. Love the big countertop space. So we've got countertop here, not taken up by where the TV rests, outlets. And then another countertop here with a plethora of big drawers to keep everything stored. Also got a little bit of cabinet space up above here. These are a good size too. These actually are bigger than what they look like. Now, all electric day and night shades throughout the coach. Let's look at this awesome master bath. So just a quick little step up, and here we are in this beautiful master bath. We've got a nice double vanity here, 2 porcelain sinks, and then also this big, beautiful mirror with accent lighting everywhere. I love, again, the mosaic tiling here. I love this little, it's like a quarter round made out of stone, and then these large rectangle bricks that are set in a bunch of grout. Just the tile work just for this little accent backsplash is amazing. And it just looks the part. We've also got USB outlets over here, regular outlets there. And then back here, we've got a huge wardrobe. I love these doors. Cedar lined, motion detected, or motion detecting LED lights that pop right on. You've got all the insert covers for the sink and stove. I like that even though the stove is flush with the countertop, it's not set in it. It still has covers made out of the stone. I also like that thick carpeting on the bottom of this, and also the additional outlets in this wardrobe. Now you can open this wardrobe on both sides. I've got our washer dryer stack right here, so all the bathroom stuff can be done in one place. Kind of gives you the pantry space up front, you know, instead of having this up front. Got a push button Tecma toilet here, plenty of space around it. You know, electric exhaust fan with these nice wood pieces to cover it, window, and then our shower. We've got a huge, huge shower. It's a big rectangle. Big shower. Also, look how big the tile is. These are huge tiles. I absolutely love them. We've got the mosaic going on in here. Then we've got those quarter round stone pieces. And there's a sandwich actually here. So we've got quarter round piece. And then you've got some more stone that actually matches the backsplash in the kitchen here. Again, the mosaic, and then back to that stone. So big adjustable shower here. We've got a really nice faucet. So this faucet will let you control temperature and pressure, which is quite nice. And then you've also got this beautiful stone bottom with this drain. I like the texture of this stone here, and there's just an ever so slight sloping to the drain, which is nice. Just an ever so slight one. And before I run out of this interior, because I really want to go drive this coach, we've got ourselves a nice pocket door right here. Big full body mirror. So that is quite convenient because there are a couple of mirrors in this coach, but there's no big full body ones. That is a really nice full body mirror right there. And also I like that when you close that, because of that full body mirror, you kind of forget that you're back here. All right, let's go walk through our bedroom. And one last thing before we take a closer look at that cockpit is the touchscreen control center. So this is our main Firefly control center for the coach. Entegra does it really well, along with the Firefly guts of the system. So you can do pretty much everything from this. It's quite a convenient system. It's something you can definitely nerd out on. You control your shades from here. And it really gives you an excellent ability to control all of the nice tech that's on this coach, because this thing has like motion activated outside lights, and you can decide whether you want them to be motion activated or you just want them on and off. You can set different thresholds for the automatic thermostat. You can turn your tile heat on. You can have schedules. So really, it's pretty intuitive. At first glance, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a bunch of buttons and stuff like that. Look at this, but they kind of, the purpose is RV, right? And my idea, and I think a lot of RV manufacturers know this, is, hey, let's make it simple. So like, look at this, master audio video off, click. Entry door unlock and lock, click. Cargo doors unlock and lock. All exterior lights on and off. All interior lights. All shades, day and night. Your tanks, your main thermostat for the whole coach, right? DC power voltage, generator start stop, hot water, water pump, what's going on with shore power. This is your main screen. So you could pretty much use this coach and never have to go out of the screen if you didn't want to fool with it. But you could, then it gives you all this ability to like dim each light and do each shade. You've got buttons throughout the coach for all of this, but this is like a centralized place for it. Anyways, this is pretty sweet. There's a lot to it and lets you control the details of the coach with a little more ease. Now, let's check out. All right, we have now entered the highway here, and the coach is absolutely glorious to drive. The front end really stands out to me amongst newer, higher-end coaches. It's got a distinct feel to it, and it's just nice. I also have some feedback coming from the front end. I'm in heaven right now. I mean, this coach is really nice. The Hadley Air Ride keeps the Spartan K3 perfectly flat. We've got the X Factor going on in our Spartan K3 chassis, so we've got a stiffer chassis to begin with. My gosh, the axles are fantastic. This coach, the front end is just tuned to perfection. I mean, this is so pleasurable to drive. It's unbelievable, really. I also really love this cockpit. I mean, the fact that this window comes down so far to my left, thank you. I really feel like I'm in a professional grade cockpit right now. And the way it's handling these bumps, it's handling these bumps in the road and the crap in the road professionally as well. Now, the exhaust brake will rip your face off. It's incredibly strong. It's ridiculously strong. As you can see, I'm having a throttle up here. But the medium and low settings are tuned perfectly. So medium is kind of a medium strong. The medium is like the high you would get on a normal coach. And the way this button operates too, it kind of lets you flow through the medium, high, low as you please. The Hadley Air Ride, you hear it constantly mitigating for weight change distribution. So going around this corner right here, the coach just feels really flat and well-tempered as far as the side-to-side sway. The side-to-side sway is really handled big time by this Hadley system and the X Factor in our chassis. You notice that when there's high winds, you're going to notice that when you've got big trucks passing you, and you're going to notice that when you've got significant undulations going on in the road as far as, especially when you're coming up and down those big mountains. My gosh, I can't get over this coach. It's a really well-designed driving experience, from the ground up. We've got tried and true systems that are just done extremely well. The blind spot detectors are also terrific. I shouldn't even say blind spot because those sensors line the sides of the coach. If someone's on the left of this coach or on the right of this coach, those lights are going to pop up and tell you. Heck, if there's concrete next to you, they'll pop up. If there's anything to you, to the left or to the right of this bus, if you don't see it in your mirrors, you don't see it in your cameras, the sensors are going to pick it up too. And the collision mitigation system is another phenomenal thing to brag about that goes beyond just sheer driving pleasure, because I could talk all day about sheer driving pleasure in this coach. But the adaptive cruise control is terrific. I've got a readout right there that tells me exactly how far I am from this car in front of me, what speed that car is going, what I've set my speed to, and it's just a huge peace of mind. It's going to brake for you, it's going to speed up for you, and it's going to increase your chances of staying safe. Even though these are safe and the chances are low anyways, it's just going to further increase the chances of you being safe on the road. And that is priceless. Oh my gosh, the way this coach drives is just phenomenal. Hold on, my dad's calling me. Let me answer. Hey Dad, I'm in the middle of the video just telling everybody how amazing this bus drives. You're right. It's rocking me out, rocking my world right now.
Are you on the X bridge?
I'm on the X bridge, baby.
Can they hear me?
They can. I got you right by the mic.
Oh man, I love Integras. You know that.
My gosh, this thing is,
It's
I mean,
absolutely,
the way...
that's a most thing, kind of like a Corvette compared to Ferrari. That is the best thing for your buck compared to some of the 605 high dollar competitors motorhomes.
Yes, and I would say this handles, I don't want to bring Ferrari and Corvette in it, we love them both, but I would say this is the Ferrari underneath. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, this thing is casually packing the big 605 Cummins. So it's an absolute beast. 20,000 pound tow capacity, fine-tuned driving experience. It's unbelievably quiet in here, by the way. I mean, there's barely any difference from 35 miles an hour to something 60 miles an hour. I mean, that's crazy. That's really crazy. I kind of wasn't even paying attention to that because it was so quiet in here. I'm sad I don't get to drive these coaches more. I'm very thankful that I do get to drive them as much as I do. But anyways, this coach all around, wow. Just wow. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And wow. Thank you so much, Entegra, for giving us this beautiful motor coach. And you're welcome to whoever gets to purchase this beautiful motor coach. Look forward to meeting you soon.